So we're here just asking people what their business is, how we can help, with no other agenda than to help people take one step closer to creating the change they want to see in their world. And sometimes that means getting started, and sometimes that means refining things around the edges, but we're just here having great conversations, helping entrepreneurs. My goal in the 10 to 30 minutes that I spend with each person is to clarify their path forward so they can take the next step. It's tempting to try and give someone the whole plan, but most people just can see the next step. So if we can clear the noise enough for them to be able to take the next step, we've done a really, really good thing for that person. And their next year is gonna be totally different. And then if we meet again, we have the next step. That's always what we're going for. It's just how do we clarify the path to the next step and then build the momentum from there. So I think that's what you should do.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the advice. Thank you so much, Brian.
You bet. Good to meet you. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You see, most people will pursue the money so that they can do the thing they want to do later.
Yeah.
But if they just pursued the thing that they wanted to do later, they would attract customers, clients, and fans that support what they like to do. Most people do two different things. I do this for the money so that I can do this other thing. But if you do the other thing, the people who follow that already resonate with what you like to do. And when they pay you, it's really easy and natural for you to fulfill that. It's like you're fulfilling it on the journey of you doing what you like, rather than in spite of the journey.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you launched your first course, you did it in spite. You did it so that you could monetize this thing that you want to keep doing, and it was so frustrating that you stopped doing the thing that you like doing.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm hearing a lot of information overload with lack of clarity. And so what I'm listening for or watching for among these young entrepreneurs is not what they're doing. It's like what they're saying without saying it, which is oftentimes like, I'm thinking about I should do this, which usually means I heard that it's a good idea to blank, but I don't want to. And so I'm learning to hear behind that and getting a lot of reps in on hearing what's not being said or said without words. And I've been speaking more to that than to what they're saying, which is creating a lot more of a fundamental shift in that person than giving them the next Facebook ad copy to run. You are not busy, Wendy. You are frustrated. You are frustrated because you're doing too many things that aren't leading you to the life and results that you want.
Yeah,
And you are frustrated because you're doing all this buffer work to eventually do the work you want, but you're not doing more of the work you want. You're doing a lot of the work you don't want.
Yeah.
That's why you're busy.
Yeah.
But you're not really busy.
Yeah.
Because you're doing a lot of things that don't matter to you.
Yeah.
Stop doing those.
Okay.
And go heavier on the things that you do want, which is serving the clients that you've got.
Yeah. You're right. Thank you.
Funny how you can kind of trick your own brain to, and I'm a coach myself, so I can see this kind of thing in other people, but when it comes to yourself, you trick yourself into thinking, oh yeah, I'm taking action. I'm doing this. When in reality, you might be thinking about it, but it's really not happening. So we all, I think, have a tendency to not be brutally honest with ourselves, which is why it was so helpful even to just have someone who doesn't understand my business that well to be able to see very objectively, okay, here's what the problem is, Wendy. Yeah.
I am practicing just focusing on serving first and letting the cards fall where they're going to fall. And I'm operating under the thesis that if you do good by enough people for long enough, good things happen. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to be a lot happier in my being wrong. And if I'm right, I have a feeling that it's going to accelerate growth and just allow you to do more cool things. At the end of the day, all of us want the freedom to do cool things. whatever we define as a cool thing. And we make it so hard for ourselves to just do the cool thing, especially when we start factoring money into it. Got to get the money to make it sustainable to do the cool things. I'm currently practicing the thesis that if you just do the cool things and other people think it's cool too, that the money starts to become sustainable enough for you to keep doing it. And if you let go of the ego attachment to the surface level results and just focus on the thing you want to do anyway, everything else kind of falls into place. Because we want the Instagram followers or the social media shares or the money so that we can do cool things. If you just do the cool things, everything else kind of aligns up to support that. One of the things that I think is cool is just chat with entrepreneurs and helping them build cool things. So we're just doing that. And I believe that everything else will just fall into place.
I think after having this brief conversation with Ryan, I'm definitely going to be able to make more money in my business. I'm going to be able to charge more money and raise my prices, which is something that was really holding me back. There was a lot of fear around that. I'm also going to be able to have a lot more time to focus on what I want to do, because I've been focusing on activities that are really not what I want to be doing, because I felt like I had to be doing them. And as a result, I haven't been making the progress that I've been wanting to.
It's really good to see people, especially in California, pumped about the name capitalism.com. The reason I bought capitalism.com and built our company on that name is because I was really concerned about the way that capitalism was being represented in the media. And you didn't hear the positive side of capitalism at all. And it's really good to see and hear that the more we boldly say that word and name, more people are saying, hell yeah.